3, 2, and 1.
Alright, babe. That's fine. I got my own.
Hey, welcome back to Learn, Love, and Reflect. You know,
He's Anthony.
I'm Anthony Jones.
I'm Jackie Jones.
And we here, you know, to hopefully be in your living room and hopefully you come in ours and we share a little space, you know, all this, all that. You know, continue to like, subscribe, and comment below or wherever. All right, man. Stay on my video. Thank you, son. I appreciate it. Always ear hustling. But anyway,
getting advice from the kid in the other room.
Man. So, hey, we just want you guys to come on in, buckle up. You know, we got some things we got to talk about tonight. So, I think the topic is on dating. But wait a minute, time out. Before we get started, I and maybe this can be at another time.
What?
But, fellas, I need y'all to look at me, fellas. And if you got hey, ladies, get your spouse to listen to this, because I know it's gonna be some problems.
What?
Have y'all ever been driving and y'all got a back seat or side street? What's it called? Passenger seat driver trying to tell you what to do, where to go all the time. And you already know where you're going. You already know what you're supposed to be doing. But then, slow down. Don't go there. Make a left here. No, it's supposed to be right. No, this one. She don't even drive. And she trying to tell me all the time. That's another topic.
What's my position?
Your position is sit over there, look cute, gorgeous like you always do, and let me drive.
No, I'm supposed to help you.
No. If that was the case, then another steering wheel would have been on the other side.
No, you need my help. You make mistakes.
I do not.
Yes, you do. Even when GPS be on.
Man.
Yes, when GPS be on. Let me tell you.
That happened one time, and that's because we was out of town.
One time?
Yes.
That is such a fib.
Maybe twice.
Maybe?
Because we was out of town.
Babe, you always...
And the roads wasn't clear.
That's not true.
GPS was wrong. I wasn't wrong.
No, you do whatever you want to do instead of listen to GPS and waste gas, and we have to circle back around to get where
that happened one time.
That's not no one time.
That happened one time. But anyway, slow down.
That's why I
You're going too fast. Go to sleep. That's what I tell her. Go to sleep.
Yeah, you try to put me to sleep whenever we on the road trip.
Man, I'm telling you.
Because my reasoning is to make sure we don't come with tickets. So when we pray before we go on our trip, and you be talking about no tickets and all that, so I gotta make sure it's not happening. So I'm looking over to the side to make sure you're not going 100.
I don't do that. I go.
Now you can say maybe.
I go about
right,
5 to 7
15
over the miles per hour. Now when you go to sleep, I may do about 15 over. Unless
I don't be sleep because I feel the speed.
No, you don't.
In my sleep.
You didn't feel it this last time. I was zooming.
I bet you I won't be that sleep next time.
Whatever. I'm just saying, ain't it irritating, fellas, when you got a woman on the side always trying to tell you slow down? I wasn't even going fast.
I'm your helpmate. I'm helping
you.
Babe.
You are, and I appreciate it, but I don't need it all the time. 97% of the time.
You don't need it 97% of the time?
No, I don't.
Jones.
What?
I really be helping.
Okay.
And I do it nicely. I don't be like, you need to slow down. I like touch your leg and be like, and you get the hint like, I need to slow down. Or I'll be like, where we going? If show ain't leaving, the destination show ain't going nowhere. They about to up and walk away, so we don't need to go 100 to get there. And then we have family in the car, so I'll be like, babe, slow down.
Do that one more time. What'd you do?
Babe, slow down. He gets so irritated. I'm like, so?
Anyway.
So,
fellas,
okay.
When you got the backside street,
The
whatever.
passenger seat driver, which is me, and that's my job when I'm in the passenger seat.
Who, what, when, where, and why.
Why you?
Why? Well, anyway, that ain't even our topic. So today, I just had to get that off my chest real quick. But today's topic, we're gonna talk about dating, and with that being said, I'll let my lovely co-host Jackie Jones. I'll let her go first.
Okay. Well, do you want to talk about dating from the beginning, like our first date, and then how we dated since, and like how we date now since we like been married 10 years, and with kids and whole household and all that stuff? Yeah,
Sure.
let's start from the beginning.
Yep.
Okay. So dating from the beginning was fun.
Yep.
It was fun
Fun.
because we had we weren't married, and so we had the kids. Like my kids went to their daddy house, his kids went to their mama's house, and so we had a lot of free time.
Yeah.
And we kicked it. We had great dates.
Hardcore.
Yeah, we had great dates, fun dates.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep. We did.
And then it kind of, with finances and stuff, it kind of messed up our ability to be able to
go places.
Once we got married, and I guess everything joined together.
Yeah.
Then we had to reevaluate the budget,
Yeah.
and we couldn't really
Do a whole lot.
But we got creative.
We did.
Yeah, we did creative things. It ain't like it was trash, and
Nah.
like we just didn't have any dating periods, right?
Yeah, no, it wasn't. I think in the beginning, we was able to, of course, like you said, we go out to eat more, maybe even just be spontaneous and go to Virginia or go to St. Louis, or you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes that was kind of our date night as well.
Do you think we put more effort into it because it was so new? And so we made the available time because of the newness?
I can see that. I thought it was more so. It was new, but also just being able to. I was always trying to get to know you better. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was always trying to get to know the why, or how would she react if I did this, or, if I did this, will she be like, nah, I don't like that? Or, would you, not the first couple of dates, I know, because we still trying to feel each other out, just kind of talk and all that kind of stuff. But I think it's one of those things where you have to just kind of feel each other out, just kind of learn.
I got a question. I know why he was talking.
Okay.
So when we were on our first date, do you think you genuinely presented yourself as who you are?
As who? Yeah.
Okay, I did too.
I was about to say,
I wasn't fake, but
yeah,
some people probably do like come off as if like they're all that or something. When
Yeah.
you get to know them like they're trash.
Yeah,
I
think that's one of the things with us. Like I think we were our authentic selves all the time.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I wanted you to do everything in your normal life like you was just not, our first time not meeting, or you know what I'm saying? I was just kind of like, just be you, just be yourself. Heck, even if you got to fart.
And he ain't lying either.
Like don't. I gotta see what I'm about to be dealing with, because I want to be with you. So I gotta see what I'm be dealing with when you roll over and try to fluff the covers on me. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta see what I'm gonna be dealing with for the rest of my life.
When you said that, it reminded me of when you came over to my apartment and we was at the house, and I was like, man, my stomach hurt. And you was like, what? And I was like, man, my stomach hurt. And he was like, well, I was like, I think I got a fart. and so I was like about to get up and go to the other room, fart, come back. Like, you knew what I was about to do. But I'm like, and you was like, stay right here. Don't leave. And I was like, no, what are you talking about? Stay right here.
Let it ride,
Yeah,
man.
and so I was forced to just fart right there. Like, what are you doing?
I need to be comfortable.
You clearly.
I need to be comfortable.
And I was
man.
like, man, my stomach is hurting. Like,
Because, but listen, the thing is when you do that, and I think, and I get the whole ladylike and this, that, and the third, but I just need you to be your authentic self. I just need you to be real as possible. You know what I'm saying? And I'm thankful I was able to encourage you to do that, because I think some fake stuff could have went on. Not saying that you were gonna do that, but
like hiding my farts from the rest of the relationship. Like I don't fart.
Like I dated somebody that said they didn't even go to the bathroom. I was like, girl, your body's messed up.
Sound like you need to go to the
You need to go somewhere. Like, cut all that old fake bougie stuff out, you girl. But anyway, but yeah, I appreciated our dates in the beginning, because we got the opportunity to continue to like know each other and learn certain things. You know what I'm saying?
Right. We talked a lot.
We talked a lot, which to me was a positive, because you know sometimes I wasn't always talkative, like, or you made it kind of easy to talk to.
And we did a lot of talking when we like went out of town, because we did a lot of trips to St. Louis and stuff like that. So we had like a 4-hour drive to do nothing but talk and sing songs the whole way. All the songs in the CD case.
All of them.
And right. All the songs. So then we got to know what type of music we like and all that. Oh, I miss you. You used to sing to me. You used to sing to me a lot. A lot. Yes, you used to sing to me a lot. I mean, I hear you sing now, but you used to sing to me a lot. I do miss that.
You do miss it?
Yeah, it was hot.
I don't sing to you enough.
Not like you used to. You used to sing to me a lot.
Oh man. Cause you said I couldn't sing. No, I'm just playing. For real? You don't think that's really?
We'll sing in the car together. Like we sing, like if song come on, like we sing in the car. But like how you used to like literally like look at me and sing the verses and stuff like that. Like you don't do that anymore, sir.
Beautiful you are.
Thank you, babe.
You mean the world to me. You're my everything.
All right, keep it up. Once you started, keep it up. Don't go nowhere.
I got you.
Okay.
My bad. I slacked on that. My bad, y'all. But I thought I was doing it. Like
that's because we sing together in the car. Like when we in the car, like we just singing songs. But like you don't sing to me like you used to. Like sing songs to me.
Well, I was trying to.
Trying to smash.
I'm just playing.
Hey, shut up. Yes, you was.
I wasn't saved then, y'all. I wasn't saved. But yeah, it was definitely a fun time. Like so once we got together, the dating was excellent. All that, we moved in together. We had it kind of slowed down for sure. It slowed down for sure. Was it? I was because I was working a lot though.
I don't know what slowed it down, but okay. Outside of that, I had a question.
Okay.
What was in the beginning? Because I think we're gonna agree. What was one of our cheapest, funnest dates?
Oh shoot! When we made our own little drive-in.
Yep.
We made our own little drive-in. We covered up the front windows. I had TVs in the car and in my truck, and we covered up the windows, and we just had a drive-in night, and we had fun and watched the movies in the back of the truck.
Back of the Tahoe.
Yep.
Covered up
the windows. Yep.
In front of the apartment
complex.
Yep.
I remember that clear as day.
Pull to the back parking spots, and then the apartment be right there.
Yep. And that's the thing. Like, I think
we did that multiple times.
Mm-hmm. Even, I mean, and we'll probably talk about it later, but we even do that now still. You know what I'm saying? So, but anyway, I think that even when you don't have the money, or even if you do, it's good to just be spontaneous and switch stuff up.
And creative.
And be creative. Yeah, that's the word, not spontaneous. Creativeness is what I was looking for. You have to be creative when it comes to,
especially during pandemic.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, you have to force yourself to figure out something to do, and then it's really not a lot to do.
It's not.
Because what was the last thing we did? We had we went to the lake.
Yes.
And the picnic basket.
Yep.
And we had Subway sandwiches.
That's my idea. Y'all.
Yeah, it was.
Trying
But
to win.
Picnic basket, and he bought me all this stuff, and we just went to the lake and
just had a good
ate
time.
Subway sandwiches and sat under a tree.
Yep.
And,
Yep. I had a good time.
Yeah, we did. We had a good time out there.
Great time. My other favorite thing to do, and we call it a date because sometimes you just and then too sometimes you just need a date or just kind of be around each other to get away from the kids. So we had recently picked up a hobby of just driving around the city, and just driving around and listening to music, and whether it be some R&B and we rekindling the flame, or it be gospel and we worshiping, you know what I'm saying? But it's just one of those things where that time, and sometimes we didn't even listen to no music, we just talked. It was definitely something that I definitely appreciated.
Yeah, I like when we go out on our we call them night rides.
Night rides.
And team dip on the kids.
Team dips.
Leave the kids. Dang, we ain't gonna be able to do that much dipping since Dorian moved out.
Yeah, our oldest son moved out. Oh, I'm so sad.
I seen that.
What happened?
No, you shouldn't be happy because he was the babysitter. And so now when we want to dip, he gonna have to be in the back.
Man, we can drop him off in Raymore. Hey,
Dorian house.
Your little brother coming to visit. He want to play the game with you.
Dang.
Yeah,
dang. So we're gonna have to rethink about what we. That's fine. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
But yeah,
he ain't 13.
No, he ain't old enough to stay at home by himself yet. But we can still do that with Elijah. Hey, go, boy. Go
sit down.
Yeah,
be quiet.
Be
don't
quiet.
say
Mom
nothing.
and Daddy having a moment.
Put up the curtain.
Yeah, put up the curtain.
But
that reminds me of the curtain when we go on our vacations.
Yeah. Yeah.
On those dates.
Yeah. Fun dates.
What's the other dates? What's some other dates things that we have done? Because I'm sure it's plenty. Everything that we do is almost thought of at the moment, and we just run for it.
Yeah. Right.
And so it's never really highly planned. Even if you guys see us like out of town on vacation, we probably thought of it in the middle of the night. It was like, we going out of town in the morning. Let's go.
Yeah.
And just leave.
Yeah.
And so I think some things just can't be as calculated as you want them to be. And it's much funner when you just do something.
Yeah.
Don't be so calculated in your thoughts and in planning.
And a lot of times, babe, for real, and people like, man, we can't just up and go out of town. We did not spend a lot of money at
Especially
all.
when we went to Texas, we didn't spend not $200. Not even. We didn't spend no money, but we had a good old time.
We had a great time, man.
We had a good old time.
So a lot of times, a lot of people, no.
Yeah, because we ain't got money like that.
We ain't got no money like that, but we just definitely try to, I think even during the pandemic, a lot of that stuff we have been doing is kind of help keep our sanity, because you got homeschool, you got this, you got that, you got to go into work, and then I've been tested for COVID several times, and so it's just for me the mindset of us doing stuff and just kind of getting your mind and having these date nights and stuff like that. I'll give some more tips like. I remember one time we couldn't go out to dinner. What I did was I went to Dollar Tree. I bought some tablecloths. I got our card table, went downstairs. I bought some Martinelli's and some flowers and put it in the. And I had my son serving us like he was the waiter, and it was just one, use your house, use your basement, use your whatever. It's just one of those things, and another thing we saw, that didn't cost no money. If it did, it was just $20, where we got us some covers and laid in the back of the truck bed.
Yeah, we laid in the bed.
Ate dinner, ate some snacks or something, and looked at the water and listened to the water and listen to some music outside. And we were just having a good time. A lot of people think when you're dating, you have to spend a whole bunch of money. Well, I mean, some people are just grandiose like that. Some people are high maintenance. Some people are simple. You know, some people are just kind of in the middle, like, you know. But for the most part, man, you know, you don't have to do all this elaborate. Me personally, I think a lot of women are very simplistic or simple when it comes to certain things like that. And I believe like the little things is what matter versus the big things.
Right, a whole bunch of little things.
Yeah.
Be much better than just this. Oh, now when our anniversary come, now I got this big celebration.
Yeah.
When I'm like, you could have did these little bitty celebrations when anniversary come. I'm not like I'm cool.
Not, yeah.
Because when our anniversary come, you be like, babe, you want to do it? No, I'm like, no, I'm cool.
Yeah.
It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
Because in the middle of that, like we done did all of these things when the anniversary come. If we do something, we do something. If not, I'm cool.
Ooh,
even though you still try to do something, you know, but
excuse me, y'all.
What you remember when we used to do like Jello? Like we would I make some Jello and then we would put it in a cute glass.
Yeah.
And we would just sit in the bed and we would watch a movie and we just eat our Jello. And that used to be our thing. That was early in the movie.
Yeah, that was early.
Because we could.
Then we switched from then we switched from Jello to watermelon.
Watermelon, yep. Jello to watermelon. We would just enjoy watermelon. And
a lot of times that too was like a conversation piece.
Mm-hmm.
You know, even tackling difficult conversations and, you know, talking about your day, you know, stuff like that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So let me ask you this. What would you say to the young female just married or engaged woman when it comes to dating?
I would say have some standards. I would say have your standards and keep your standards. Don't waver them as much. I mean, some things you can sway on, but if you don't have standards in the beginning, what you get is what you got.
Yeah.
What you get is what you got. But if you got that man and he's doing something you don't like, I think you need to go ahead and tell him then or cut it off then, because what he's giving you is definitely who he is. Don't try to sway into, you know, like he'll do better or I'm gonna train him or something like that in your dating time. Like I would say, have your standards, and if it's not met to, don't be extreme. But if the main things aren't met, then I would say, let it go. That would be my opinion, because I was in a long-term relationship. If I would have built some standards, then I wouldn't have been in there as. Are you paying attention?
Yes, ma'am.
I wouldn't have been. I wouldn't have been in that situation if I would have had some type of standards prior to. Because then when I look at it, and I'll be like, I didn't like none of that.
Right.
None of that. None, you know, none of the things that were given to me or that I was even pushing out was either not appreciated or not what I liked to do or that I liked or that I wanted to receive or even what I wasn't receiving. But because I didn't have this level of standard, then I just accepted anything and then was just like lost on like, what is freaking happening?
Right.
Right?
Yeah, no.
And so that's the standards on the dating. At the beginning of the dating, you need to be like, you know, for sure. You need to be sure.
You know, I just literally remember. I mean, like, I remember a lot of conversations that I had with this gentleman, Bishop Jack Vaughn. I remember just having so many positive comments. I mean, communication or conversations with him, and one that stuck out to me so much was, you know, I was dating, and I thought I was, you know, serious about this person, and, you know, still trying to be, you know, a little player-ish, if you will. And he told me this verbatim. He said, if you ain't trying to marry that girl, get out her face. If you're not trying to marry her, leave her alone. Because you're not doing nothing but wasting her time, your time, and you shouldn't really be, you know, doing so. You know what I mean? Like, because if you're not serious, a lot of times when you trying to, and I'm not talking about like 18, 19, you know, and sometimes, you know, some people get married young, which is fine. I'm not knocking that. But I was older in my life, you know, I was 28, 30, you know, if you're not trying to get out her face, if you're not trying to marry her, leave her alone, because you're wasting her time. You know, you could be wasting it. You can be missing out on your blessing, and she can be missing out on her blessing if you ain't, you know, if you just leave her alone and let everybody go about their business. So
or
that-
just be honest in the beginning. Like I
Like,
think
I'm
women
not-
appreciate if you come to me and be honest. Like I'm really not trying to be in no for real serious relationship.
yeah.
I'm just dating.
yeah,
Then that's fine. Tell me you
Yeah.
dating, so I know. Like I'm not about to get my heart into this for real.
Right.
We date.
Right.
We have a conversation. I talk to you when I want to talk to you. You talk to me.
But
when
you know
talk to
what?
me, and then we build.
but that's different though, because sorry fellas, sometimes we'll are you paying attention? Sometimes sometimes we as men will tell you what you want to hear just so we can get the goods or the cookie or the whatever, you know.
Well, then you'll play me with a good date too. So I'll be like, off a $20 date or $40 date, and I'll be like, girl, he took me out to eat, and we
Yeah.
did this,
Yeah.
went to the movies, and you played me. I got played off a $40 meal.
You whack. Yeah, I mean, but
some women, like I said, you better have some standards because you're gonna get played.
yeah.
Because ain't no $40 meal worth too much of nothing. You know me, like I got
Right.
more values than that.
You know,
At,
yeah,
at 39.
yeah. I mean, I definitely, man, I definitely, and I know it's kind of cliche, you know, but I definitely wish I had the opportunity to just kind of, you know, go back in time and do a lot of things differently, and I know a lot of people probably would too. You know, I've had the opportunity to apologize to people just kind of for what I did, you know, going through the dating process and all that kind of stuff. And I just wasn't mentally, as a man, I wasn't mentally mature enough to know and realize what I know now. You know what I'm saying? I just wasn't man enough, you know, and a lot of us men aren't mentally mature enough to handle dating.
Well, who has an example of dating? Like, unless you're in a household where you're seeing your parents literally date, like you're a kid, you miss like their dating stage, so you really don't see dating unless you see it on TV or something.
Yeah.
Right. So you
But
really
that's
don't see
TV.
dating.
That's flawed. That's
I know, but where else do you see like dating? Let's say you growing up, did you ever see your parents date? You weren't there. So you really don't see dating. So where do you learn how to properly date somebody?
yeah, it's true.
Unless you go to somebody or you duplicate it with the
Well,
next person, like I took her to the movie.
But
I
you
did
know
her
what?
to- I took her to the movie.
It's a monkey see, monkey do world. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times, like, I grew up around players, and that's how I thought I was supposed to be.
Right.
That's how I thought. That's what I saw. So a lot of times you gonna mimic what you see. You know, every person ain't like that, but a lot of times you gonna mimic what you see. You see people, your cousins or whoever in the hood or your homies or whatever. You see them cheating, have multiple women. Guess what? You gonna grow up trying to do the same thing,
So
which I did, but it's not something to brag on. That's why, man. Listen, I did not have that person to say you right. And you basically said it. You don't have that person to say this is how you date.
Do it. Yeah.
Now, I did have a grandmother that always was like, boy, you shouldn't be doing that, but I ain't getting trouble for it. You know what I'm saying? So it really wasn't no accountability there.
Right. You don't know what a good date or a bad date is until you get out dating, and then you know, like, oh, that was fun. Then you go to the next one and be like, that was trash.
That was trash, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So nobody's really taught how to date.
Right.
Right. You just either get with somebody that's creative enough to do it, or do so. Like I think with dating, more of that is put on you than it is on me.
Right.
Because I don't,
this is true.
Like, right. And so that's a lot of responsibility for the male to be, for you, I say for you, to be the more creative one and get us out here.
Because,
and do
well,
the
I mean, that's what
dating
you
thing.
expect out of me, though. Or you should expect out of a man. So, say, for instance, hey, we going somewhere, we get in the car, and then you be like, and I ask you, like, what you want to do? What? You're supposed to already have that, you know, which most of the time I do, you know, but I definitely just kind of, you know, Sometimes I do want your opinion, or you can give me an idea, and I'll be like, oh, okay, boom, I already know what we're gonna do. We're gonna do this. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what you expect out of me, is to be creative and this, that, and the
Right,
third.
because but you started that. It wasn't like I started.
So yeah, okay. So you saying like, if I didn't keep that kind of stuff up, then you'll be like, what in the world? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you started that.
Okay. So the expectations is still.
Yeah,
okay.
so yeah, you started. It ain't like you was trashing and you built it
Oh,
up to
okay.
it like you was here. And so now I'm like, don't you drop that. Don't you drop it, boy. You got it. If you was gonna come in trash, you should have kept it there, but you didn't.
Yeah.
You came in on top.
Yeah.
And
So,
I appreciate every day that you have created for us, and I've enjoyed every moment, really,
I
of
appreciate
what we've done.
they're gonna keep coming. You know, I'm a hopeless romantic anyway.
You are.
You know, I like to see the smile on your face. I like to see you light up. I like that, and that continues to my drive as well. You know, not just for me, but I just it makes you feel good, because I knew in the beginning too. You know, I knew you wasn't used to certain things. You know, I'm not saying I guess a man that treats you that way.
Right.
I'm not saying it never happened before to you. However, you know, I was like, yo, I'm keeping this up because this is how I do it. This is what I like, and I like the way she feels when I do it.
Right.
So, you know, that's why you always get the random flowers or the random edible arrangements. I wish they were still open, but you know, just stuff like that. You know what I mean? So
The random underwear. And
yeah, all that stuff. Yeah. All that.
So
all
do you
that.
do those things with an expectation at the end?
Nope. I do it because I do that because I appreciate you. Like, literally appreciate you. You know, what you do for our family, what you do for yourself, and what you do for me. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely appreciate all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's a blessing for me to reward you for doing stuff like that. That's my reward to you, to always be like, all right, I can be dropped. Yeah, I'm about to stop and get her some flowers because, you know. So, but I never bring that to you and be like, yeah, it's on tonight. It's on. I best be doing something. I don't look for the expectation, you know, because if it happens, it happens. If it don't, it don't. You know, you know, when I got with you, I wasn't, you know, like, oh yeah, I'm getting with her because of this, because of sex, or because, you know, no. I got with you because of your mind and the way you thought, and you was just kind of different. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that everybody that I had dated was trash, but you were just different to me. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I think a lot of people, because I don't show who I am, like, people can look at me and be like, they didn't know I was like that. Right. And then when I open up, they be like, oh, she cool.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm more like a secret until you get to really get to know me or whatever. And you get to know me, be like, oh, yeah, Jackie, she cool.
Man, I listen, and I tell you this all the time. I had my fair share of mess ups in our relationship and marriage, just doing dumb stuff and not thinking and doing this, that, and the third, you know. But I would be a fool to continue. If I didn't learn from my mistake, I'll be a fool to lose you, because I call her the total package, because she can do it all, you know. And that's, I mean, what else I can't even. I'm stuck, lost for words. Like, and it's not gassing you. It's facts. You know what I'm saying? It's all facts. So it's just one of those things where, you know, I know any man would love to have you. Like, if I was to mess up, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not risking all that to do that. No, not happening.
I wouldn't risk it either.
And I do some Jodeci. Baby, I'm begging, baby, I'm begging, begging, baby. So yeah, man. I just I'm thankful, you know. So yeah.
I want to talk about our last date and then we can finish.
Okay.
Because I think that was like it was so much fun in my opinion.
Okay.
So our last date, Anthony said, because we have not done it in a while.
We hadn't.
He wanted to take me on a date. He said, "You want to go on a date?" Yes. In the driveway. In the driveway, in the car, in the truck. And
Yes.
I'm like, okay. And so I was just dressed regular. House clothes, nothing special. He's sitting on the couch. We getting the kids in the bed, like y'all go to sleep, whatever. Like I'm knowing we going on a date after in the driveway. And so we get all the kids in bed. It was like 10 o'clock or something. Yeah, get the kids in the bed on a weekday.
Yep.
Get the kids in the bed. He's sitting on the couch, and I'm like, you know what? I could just leave on this date and we can just go to the car. And I was like, you know what? I'm about to dress up. So I went and took a whole shower. Not a whole shower. I took a whole shower.
No whole baths around here.
Shower. I took a whole shower. Whole shower, smelled good, put my dress on, came out jewelry, makeup, hair. And then I tried it my little self with my heels on where he was sitting on the couch. And he was like, you know we going to the driveway. And I was like, yes, while I falsely pick up something. Yeah, I know where we going, but wait, are you ready to go on this date or not? And so we and he's like, oh, shoot. Get up and go out in the car and go on our date. And we had a good time.
Yes, we did.
We had a good time on our date in the truck.
We did.
And it was amazing.
It was amazing.
But it didn't cost us a thing.
It didn't cost
you know what
a
I'm
dime.
saying? It didn't cost us anything, but he got entertained because did you like that? You know what I'm saying?
loved
Like
it.
I put some effort into it.
Not just that though. It was spontaneous and it was surprise. Like I was like, "Brr, you smell good too." I was like, "Oh no." I was like, "Oh no, this day about to go. It's about to be cracking." You know.
And I came out better than looking at what I thought I was coming out looking. I didn't even have it planned like that. I went in there. I was like, I'm gonna take a shower. I'm gonna smell good.
Yeah.
And I was looking in the closet and I was like, oh shoot, I forgot I got that. And I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh, these skills is gonna work.
Yeah.
I was in there like, oh shoot, okay, eyebrows,
Yeah.
eyelashes, hair, makeup, forget it.
It was definitely.
Came out like, yeah.
It was definitely euphoric. It was on point. It was definitely on point.
But
You know.
and it was fun.
Yes.
And we had a
Yes.
lot of fun in the truck.
We did. It was a lot of fun, and I definitely appreciated it. No doubt. No freaking doubt, man. It was awesome.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you were spontaneous with the date, and then I brought in the extra plus.
Extra
vibe.
plus, yeah, the vibe. Yeah, it was a
extra
different vibe,
Yeah.
which was definitely much needed at that time, I believe.
Yeah.
You know, so it was definitely cool.
But I think that's all we got, y'all.
That's
we just
it,
want to
man.
just talk about dating then, dating now, and how we
Yeah.
do it during the pandemic.
Yeah,
and
yeah, man.
all that. Y'all just gotta keep be creative. Don't try to be expensive all the time.
Yes.
Everything ain't gotta cost.
Yes.
Play up on some of our examples.
Yes.
Things like that.
But also
Make it
be
sweet.
also. I tell the guys. I've told a couple of my friends before. I said just be intentional too.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just gotta be intentional to be romantic. Be intentional to be spontaneous. You know, so you have to be intentional. You know, it has to come from somewhere. You know, if you don't, I don't like this, but it happens. If you're not a creative type dude, look it up. Ask somebody. Do something. You know, because I guarantee your woman, your wife, your fiance, whomever will definitely appreciate it.
One question: do you want me to be more like you? Would you appreciate that if I was more like I planned the date? Because I don't do a lot of planning. I'm not a good planner.
Yeah.
I'm really not.
I every now and again I would like it. I wouldn't say like you would have to like try to force yourself, because I mean sometimes I found myself when I was trying to force something that I messed it up.
Mhm.
or it didn't go as planned. So I would just kind of X that plan and just kind of do something different. Then I'll be like, okay, you know, I'm about to do it this time, but this is how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna ease into it. I'm not gonna, you know, just like one of my favorite things is, excuse me, the rose petals from the garage all the way to the room, to the bathroom, wherever, because I know that's where you're gonna go first. Like stuff like that. You know, when I'm just being trying too hard, it just messes things up. So I just try to be like, all right, let me
Keep
get
it
this.
simple.
Yep.
What they say, keep it simple, stupid.
Yep.
Keep it simple, stupid.
But yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much it, man. So hey, I hope you guys enjoyed this. You know, please like, subscribe, comment, any suggestions, anything, any topics, send them our way. We do have a plethora of topics. However, you know, we definitely love our audience and our followers and fans, whoever. Just like, subscribe, comment, man, and drop a little something in the thing, and we'll try to talk about or answer any questions. If you got any questions, we can do a Q&A.
Yeah.
You know, if you have any questions of us, you know, we'll definitely answer. Maybe we'll go live one time and we can just do a Q&A. Oh, check this out. So this was another spontaneous thing that she didn't know about that we was gonna pop up on, but we about to do some LL&R, you know, pop-up workout videos. Cause we trying to get our sexy back, you know, slim and trim out here, mainly me, but you may see a video of one or two of us, one video or two of us, you know, at the gym or maybe doing something around the house. Probably me trying to do 2 sit-ups or something, but we can really work on that. So also just strive to be better, strive to be great in everything you do, whether it's work, home, relationship, marriage, whatever. Just strive to be better. With that being said, man, we out. LL&R. We love you. Peace.
Love you.
Love you too.